this is the first thing I really want to look at. And we're going to watch this video. This video...
Hey everybody.
Well, I'll let him explain
it. In my previous videos, I've been playing and testing the pre-launch version of Diablo 4.
And as you can see, this is a level 100 barbarian. Obviously, he's got fully leveled up gear, as you can see, with the gems that are maxed out. Look at all those stars on the weapons. Big dick.
I've taken an in-depth look at the Barbarian class. One of the strongest builds I've found there is
of
the
course.
Whirlwind Barbarian, which is like very good news to me because I love the spin to win playstyle.
Yeah.
I already made a build guide video, like explaining the full guide in detail.
And so, like this guy Rob, I've watched his videos during the beta. Dude, like his videos for it were so good. Let me see if I can show you guys what he was doing back then. Yeah, here we go. Like, take a look at this. Like, this dude was farming the... where is it? I'll just go ahead and show you right here. He was farming even the beta with this build. Look at this shit. And this was only at level 20. This is the guy that inspired me to come back and play Barbarian again. Because I saw this video... and I realized that it was actually possible. Netflix build? Yeah, exactly. It was so fucking good. So this is obviously, you know, from the first beta, a lot of classes could clear relatively this quickly. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of, you know, who this guy is and where we know him from. So obviously... you know, now it makes a lot of sense why he had so much knowledge going into the beta, is he had played, I'm assuming probably before this, I'm not sure, maybe not, maybe he just like started then, but he had played the full-length version of the game too.
See that's somewhere around here, but I will also provide a short overview at the end. Today I want to show you what a high nightmare dungeon with the Whirlwind Barbarian looks like, and I have some footage here that I recorded. I actually managed to clear the highest nightmare dungeon
that
was available in this version of the game that I got to play. I don't know if this is going to be the final tier, but it was definitely quite challenging in terms of toughness, and you really had to, you know, like have a fully built out and decked out character to even have a chance of clearing it. So yeah, in the background here you will see the footage that I'll be playing now, and I will try to go with the footage and try to explain to you what's even going on. So let's go.
I can't hear. Is volume bad? I feel like volume is very good.
So first thing here, this is a nightmare sigil. I'm pretty sure you've seen screenshots of this. They're basically the keys you need to enter the dungeons, and like you can see here, this is a tier 100 key, which I said earlier is the highest one that is currently available. You can see there is always a positive effects here, like using evade leaves the pool behind the damages enemies, and then there's a lot of negativity. So
that's actually really cool that they have positive affixes.
These are like not really too bad for me. Like the only affix here that it really sucks is the duration of the vulnerable effect reduced by 60%. That's pretty significant.
I actually think that with the Whirlwind, you know, because you can get that talent that makes your core skills, apply vulnerability. I think it's in like the second wheel. I assume that wouldn't even affect Barbarian.
Because I do basically a lot of vulnerable damage. But you know, this was the only 100 key that I had because, like I said, it wasn't easy to play all the way up to those tiers, and even to craft them. Like you have like a 1 in 10 chance to get them, and it costs a lot of materials. So you basically right-click this key. It will consume the sigil. It will mark the dungeon on the map. You can see where it is.
Oh, so you're actually going to have to walk over and do the dungeon yourself. You can't just teleport directly to it. I think that's probably a good idea to start with. Now, later on, if people feel like it's really annoying having to run around constantly to do this, then I hope Blizzard's open to like adding a teleport. But I think this is a good place to start. Like, for example, in World of Warcraft, like, you can, well, I mean, I guess in WoW, like, you can teleport to dungeons if you do a high enough key, right? If you do a plus 20. So maybe that, like, WoW isn't a great example, but overall, I don't think it's really that big of a deal.
You go to the nearest waypoint.
There's a way around it?
And actually
okay.
here I think I misclicked. So it didn't take me to the waypoint, but now I'm at the waypoint and I'm just like basically going to the dungeon.
So
you can always use your horse to travel there faster. And what I like to do, you can like leave these little markers on the map. Those really like help a lot to just navigate.
I like how the horse has buttons that you can press because it feels good.
If you're like an approximate line, you can see it up here in the minimap, like where an efficient path would be. It's not always 100% accurate, but still it's pretty decent. You also have a speed boost on your horse here that I can activate with my spacebar.
Yeah, they just stole this directly from Lost Ark. Great idea, Blizzard. That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
If you notice when I activate it, my horse is like going quite a bit faster. I would say like about double the movement speed.
I think that the effect, by the way, hopefully they've changed this from the actual game. Like this like little weird red shit. Like this is like I want to have like a massive fucking like red ominous cloud with like Diablo's skull glowing in front of it.
The movement speed. Okay, and then here we load into the dungeon. So you can see now that we are at the entrance. You see Witchwater, and there is only a certain amount of revives you have in each dungeon. If you die 4 times, you cannot reset. The dungeon is a fail, the key is lost, the clear...
So basically it works the same as PoE with portals. So like you're not really... Are you punished for not having this or not? Like it's kind of hard to say, but like I think that's... like realistically, that's how they have to do it. Yeah, like you're punished for just like playing completely inefficiently and badly, but like if you're supposed to be there, you shouldn't be dying 4 times.
Has not been completed. So you can see right away here, I'm playing triple shout. Basically shouting to get my fury, to get my toughness. And then these are like the first crash monsters. And you see my damage is actually kind of good here on this tier. You see it vulnerable, procs instantly, it's from my Paragon Glyph. You see like I can like kind of kill these monsters very nicely. And you can see like...
See, he doesn't even care. Like it doesn't matter to him because he's a barbarian and barbarians are the best class in the game. So like even in a tier 100 dungeon, he's just basically, I mean, it might as well just be a level 20 dungeon.
Playing a bleed build, like these guys are all bleeding basically.
Yeah.
Taking extra damage.
So that guy, did you even see him? No, who cares about him?
To accumulate as much damage with my Whirlwind because of my gore gloves that basically make you stack all this damage and then release it in like a fiery explosion.
Look at this. Look at all these elites here.
Your characters. So you see here, this room has a lot of elites. And we're struggling quite a bit. Also, I apologize for the footage here. It's cutting out some, like losing some bitrate or something sometimes. I got a blast wave shrine here, so that one really helps.
Got a little bit of druid gameplay here.
Out a lot. The wave itself does like damage in the millions, which is like really good, especially for this pack, because there's like 5 elites here, 1 pixel. You can see my life. If I'm spending too much time in there, I'm definitely dying very quickly. I also have the iron skin here.
Yeah, and also this won't even matter that much whenever the game actually comes out because we're going to get way better gear than what he's got here. And on top of that, like you're going to be able to kill them with the bleeds also because you're going to be able to do way more damage. So like, I mean, Barbarian's already the best class in the game and it's not even out yet.
Gives me a barrier,
and he's
which
fast.
is like very helpful. It gives me some damage. It also gives me some more toughness.
Look at this. That's 3 elites
the first
right
objective,
there.
I almost died there. The first objective here is to free like prisoners. I have 4 left.
Look at that life return.
You can see here, I really need to be like mindful and careful of how long am I going to stay in. I need to really have my buffs up in order to even like stand in there for like a second, because else I just die. And yeah, the Barb is really reliant on Challenging Shout here. If I wouldn't have had...
Challenging Shout, the reason why is that Challenging Shout reduces the damage that NPCs deal to you by 40%.
A Challenging Shout.
Bitrate? I'll go ahead and I'll turn it to as high as possible.
In one shot, essentially, because they even take half my life with Challenging Shout and gives me about 80% damage reduction with my current stacking of skill ranks there.
Yeah, you've got to think in mind, like if a sorcerer was here, they'd still be in combat with like the passive rat that's at the beginning of the dungeon.
So you notice here I'm always trying to lure the way or kill the monsters before I click the objectives, because if they touch me with
a druid, it'd still be level 62. My
buffs up, like I'm insta dead. Then these elites here I can like comfortably skip, because you don't need to kill every elite. In fact, the elites are like very, very dangerous here, and I was mainly focusing on the objectives to kill the final boss, to get the experience, to get the glyph experience, to get the upgrades and all that stuff. So next thing here in this pool, you can see me like doing quite some good amount of damage, because I managed to accumulate quite a lot of damage here with the trash monsters and explode them.
That was a bug. Probably, it doesn't really make sense that he would have died there. It's probably some sort of a bug or something like that. They'll fix that soon.
But then they also explode me. So you see how easy it can be to die here, basically. But yeah, if we watch that one final time, we're going to try to stop. You see, it's like a 600 million.
Yeah, that's normal for Barbarian. You see that? This is like average amount of damage.
An explosion of accumulated damage I did with Whirlwind. And then I think they do some poison explosion or something that basically one-shots me, even though I had my buffs up. So yeah, if you die, sometimes there's a checkpoint. I'm not really sure about the exact mechanics, but most of the time I just respawn at the beginning of the dungeon. And you see I only have 3 revives left now. 1 is gone.
Yeah.
So if I die 3 more times, the run is over. But yeah, thankfully I managed to like... I think I avoided further death. But yeah, you can see here, like, I was trying a bit in the 90s, and my equipment is not broken. It would be red. It's like orange, so it's like close to breaking. So I definitely like shouldn't die anymore. And you see here, like, they touch me, and the damage is insane. Like, without my barrier, without my fortify, I would be dead there, right there. So that's why I stack all these defensive buffs. They're just required.
How many lives hardcore get? It depends on how much money you spend on the store.
Okay, here's the next objective. I have to kill these ward things. I think here...
So you see right here, obviously, like, he's just killing everything. It doesn't even matter. He's applying Fortify. He has all of his buffs up at all times. He's obviously using items that reduce the cooldown of his shouts. I mean, this is just like a typical Barbarian day.
I also gathered, like, quite a lot of elites.
Right.
So it's mostly about surviving in these
Constantly
tiers. Like my DPS, at least on this Whirlwind build I'm playing, and also other builds. I was playing a Rend Bleed build, and also a Hammer of the Ancients build, and they were similar in DPS output. A bit worse in like movement speed and stuff, but DPS output was actually rather similar. But yeah, you see here I have to do quite a bit of kiting, so I can't just like face tank at everything. And I actually...
For now, and this will change, because once we get better gear, we'll be able to face tank everything and kill it. Also, if he did way more damage, the mobs would be dead, so they couldn't kill him. If they nerf Whirlwind Barbs, and they 100% will, like they did with Sork and Necro, Barb will plummet a few tiers down instantly. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Managed to kill the objective here. And yeah, these elites are very hard to kill. So I decide to skip them, basically. I only have 1 objective left before I have to fight the boss. And this build is really like an AoE focused build, but you will see later.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about the elites, fight. Man. He only kills bosses.
Just realized that there was no objective down here, so I need to head up again. And you can see like all my buffs up here. Like this is an armor buff here. It gives me lots of toughness. These are my this is my challenging shot. Gives me another toughness buff, damage buff. This is berserking. This other one is a bleed buff that I get. This one is limitless rage. The 60 stacks.
I'll go over rage. That's normal for barbarians.
I posted a couple days ago.
Yep.
And yeah, the final objective here is on the left side. So I'm trying to clear that one. And if there's good density, I'm doing good damage. It's very similar.
He just killed that elite on accident. I don't think he noticed that.
Diablo 3, if you're familiar, like you basically accumulate damage on trash, then you kill it with a big explosion.
Look at that.
But here you can see on the boss fight, my damage is not the best. I'm still getting like some decent bleeds in. And I have to dodge a couple things here because I do have challenging shout like downtime when there's only one.
He even got hit by the cone attack. It didn't even take him under 50% health.
Target right now I have it permanently, but sometimes if it's a single target, because he has ads and I should really wait for the ads before I activate my Warcries.
Yeah,
you can see here if the boss HP bar turns blue, that's where I'm doing my most damage because that's where I apply vulnerable, but it's on lucky hit, so I don't have it permanently.
It's lucky hit,
here
and
I managed
it's
to
reduced
stagger
duration.
the boss, which also helps a lot with damage.
And like obviously since Barbarian is so good, it's applying stagger so often, so like not only is he doing like max dick DPS, but on top of that, he's staggering the boss so it can't even move.
he was vulnerable as well, so there was like some good chunk of DPS, but I really have to be careful, because if I get hit by his poisons attacks, I'm most likely one-shot. So I have to like dodge a bit. I'm always going behind this pillar, because
he might have low really, poison resist
to avoid his attacks.
Stagger's a good Lost Ark
like
mechanic.
Spinning,
I agree.
Spinning
I think
on him,
it's
fighting
great.
him, and you see like when there's vulnerable, I'm doing like 1.5 million hits, and then my bleed is doing like pretty decent.
Did you guys see the ad that spawned? Yeah, I didn't either.
Which is ticking for like 100, 150k,
Nobody
like
cares.
Twice a second as well. So it's like some very nice additional like bleed damage.
What
right
ad? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And yeah, we are just like trying to not die, trying to keep our buffs up, and definitely don't want to be standing.
He's at full potions, by the way.
These, poison things. And here I managed to stagger the boss a second time. This is due to my shouts. Casting them this often adds to the stagger bar of the boss.
Yeah, of course.
Man, we managed to clear the Nightmare Dungeon 100.
So there, yep, tier 100 Nightmare Dungeon.
This was the highest tier again in this version, and there's also an achievement, Nightmare Grandmaster, that you unlock when you cleared it. So this is my first
Druids
clear.
won't get
and
this.
And then you can see you get some rewards like XP and golds and a legendary item, a rare item. And I also got another key, Nightmare Dungeon key, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think the tier 100...
So here's the way I see it, all right? Is like, obviously this looks really cool, but like after I've done this for like 2 weeks, now what? I think that what's really going to separate Diablo 4 from PoE is if they're going to be able to add in content like capstone content that's entertaining and good to watch. Or not good to watch, good to play. Who cares about watching? It's good to play, right? You need capstone content, boss fights. Now, Path of Exile, I mean, it didn't release with Shaper, right? Shaper didn't come out until like years afterwards, but truth is, like, you know, they set the bar, and I think it's really important to have content that's like really challenging and like aspirational content. That bosses with exclusive drops like PoE, yeah, exactly, man. And PoE was slow at first, in my opinion. It wasn't slow at first. It was very slow at first. It was super slow. So yeah, I get that. That would require devs with 2 brain cells. Well, I mean, it might reassure you that the developers have spoken about this multiple times and are fully aware of it. I think they're saving a lot for the seasons intentionally. That's fine. Kind of concerning that tier 100's already cleared. I don't think it's concerning at all. This is a guy that plays World of Warcraft, plays Diablo like it's his job. Isn't this guy a contributor to Max Roll? I don't know if he is or not. I could be wrong. He is? Yeah, this guy, I mean, he probably contributes and they pay him money. Like, he literally is playing this game professionally. Like, you should not base... You shouldn't base the way that a game plays off of some... It's like, for example... It's like in Overwatch, people being like, oh, Widowmaker's the best character. Haha, yeah, not in Bronze, which you're in.
Always drops another tier 100.
Let's be
real.
real.
It never goes to tier 101, so I assume for now that's the max, and you can see the stats here. Like, this is actually pretty decent stats, 9 crit chance as a positive buff, and the rest isn't too bad. The barrier one can hurt a bit, but overall, not too bad a key.
Just kill them all in one hit anyway.
And yeah, I'm gonna
what was
now
the ring that
go
he just
overall,
got?
not too bad a key.
Damaging enemies with Whirlwind has a chance to summon ancient. Yeah, of course, right? Because you do whirlwinds while you do whirlwinds. That makes sense.
And yeah, I'm gonna now go over the build real quick, like just hovering item by item.
Whirlwind explodes after it ends, dealing 60% of the total base damage dealt to surrounding enemies as fire damage. So basically, look at that, +4 ranks of Whirlwind. So that's like 60% of the total damage that Whirlwind dealt for its entire... That's fucking disgusting. Oh my god. And it's... Yeah, what the fuck? And look at this. It's only a 60%er too. This can go all the way up to 70. Holy shit!
Again, I have a full video explaining like how this build works. But yeah, this is basically the core
crit?
item
yeah,
of this
with
build. Like,
the legendary.
This unique gloves really like enables the build to be able to like clear this high, even because, like I said, you can accumulate the damage on trash monsters. Like, let's say I'm whirlwinding on 100 small spiders. I'm doing like hundreds and ticks of damage in millions. and then I accumulate them all, and 60% of it I can release at will whenever I let go of my Whirlwind button.
That's right.
And I can one-shot elites, I can one-shot probably even bosses.
It's like you're edging and you just bust a nut on
snapshot it or take the damage while you Whirlwind into the boss room. I've done it before. It's possible, but it's hard. It really depends.
So you could theoretically, if you could go all the way over to the boss room, you could bring a bunch of mobs right next to the boss room, Whirlwind all the way down to the boss, and one-shot the boss by releasing Whirlwind. You just said that? Yep. That's a... Mobs do not go there? I didn't say that. You didn't listen?
And then here, this is another unique.
Man.
That gives you barrier. Whenever you heal above maximum life, has a really nice synergy.
Effects that heal you beyond 100% give you a barrier. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's good.
With some Barb passives with the shouts as well, because they heal you constantly, and they become really strong.
Potion
but again,
drop
guys,
rate.
like, these
I
are
haven't
like
seen that.
2 unique items. You might not find them like very fast. It may take a couple hours, a couple more hours, a couple weeks, maybe even. So this is like an end game build. Boots, movement speed. You can see.
Let me go back.
So
I
this
want to
is
look
like
at every
an
item.
end game build.
10% fury reduction while unstoppable in 4 seconds after you gain movement speed. You also always have unstoppable whenever you have your shouts up, and I think also Will of the Berserker gives you unstoppable.
Boots.
Oh Jesus, he's fast. Oh yeah, there it is right there. And so that's just a perfectly rolled weapon there that increases the critical strike chance of Whirlwind every obviously. So like after 4 seconds, it just has 80% crit chance, and that's like added on top of your base crit chance. It's pretty normal, right? Of course, you just do so much damage. Every attack is a crit. It is what it is.
Boots.
Whirlwind, whenever you deal direct damage with Berserking, Berserking is applied. I think you can reset Berserking with some sort of an ability. I don't remember what it was. But also, obviously, you have Berserking with Will of the Berserker, and you're doing, obviously, bleed damage with that.
Movement speed, you can see here all the...
Oops, I missed that one again. 25% increased damage while you have a barrier active. Oh, really? I'm actually surprised he didn't have that on, his necklace or his other big weapon, but maybe it's more important.
Here all the...
And then you've got Fury you generate. Well, maximum Fury makes your next core skill. So that's like whenever you're overcapping on Rage, you're making your Whirlwind do even more damage. And then your Whirlwind that does even more damage is doing even more damage because you're going to explode at the end of it for 60% of its total damage. Yeah, I mean, it's just, this is how it is. Shout skills, this was in the beta. I didn't get this one. Maybe I did, maybe I did not remember.
Basically more DP.
This one here, oh, it's another shout.
Yes, more fury.
Skills deal more damage based on primary resource available. Oh, right. So, of course, you're going to just be doing 30% more damage because you're always going to be max capped on Fury because you have your shouts up all the time. Totally normal.
Regeneration, attack power, armor. I have like over 1k main stat even. So it's going pretty good. And then here, what's really important as well is the crit chance. And you can see here, I have, even though I have the weapon that gives me up to 80% when I channel for a long time, I still want to have a very high base crit chance. So I only need to channel for like 2 seconds to be at 100% efficiency, especially like during speedrun content and even this high nightmare dungeon. It doesn't really like take that long, like in D3, I'm used to like 15-minute clear, and here like I can do it in like 5 minutes basically, or the highest tier. But we'll see if that's going to change in the future. The second thing I'm stacking...
Vulnerability damage. Look at that. 455% damage. 500% crit damage. Well, it's 500% crit damage multiplied against 500% vulnerability damage. You see how that works? Isn't that cute?
It's vulnerable damage because it is.
Yeah, this is just going to be incredible. Like, I can't wait for this, man. Like, I'm going to link you guys this video. We're going to be keeping up with Rob, looking what he does. I'm going to be building off of this. The stuff he acquired, only 2 days, right? No, this was on the closed beta. There's a 100 Pinnacle boss that no one can talk about as well because spoilers. Okay, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I'm sure that people will be able to beat that easily. At least barbarians will. Is there a way to increase overpower damage? I don't know. Oh, actually, yeah, I think there is. I can't imagine the numbers after a few content updates. I mean, like, we'll see what happens. Dude, I just think this is fucking nuts, man. This is absolutely fucking nuts. Like, Whirlwind Barbarian is going to be the best thing in the entire game, but nobody is able to play it except me because I don't want it to get nerfed. So while it will be the best thing in the game, look at this right here. Is this the same guy? Yeah, see, this is normal. This is 1.6 billion.
Hey everybody, it's Rob here. I deal less damage to them. Too difficult.
Let's go ahead and get to the bosses here, okay? I'm gonna just skip ahead to the boss.
Here is like rather easy
okay.
objectives, and you have a lot of monsters. But the only downside of this
So
dungeon
this is a level 95 boss.
I mean, obviously, I killed the boss very fast.
There it is. So let's go ahead and look at the other bosses here, see if there's any other interesting ones. We're going to just go ahead and skip ahead here. Okay, here's another one. This is a level 95 dungeon.
Bonus XP, and that's way
Bro,
less
imagine
than
playing a
5%
druid.
in the end, multiplicatively. So,
by the way, multiplicatively is the good one.
Like, the elixirs is good to have, but it's not really like a big a deal. And the same actually goes for the multiplayer buff. Because I've heard like a lot of people say that it's unfair that you also get an extra buff when you're in the party. But this buff, guys, is not really like on top.
You had that buff in Diablo 3.
That you get advantage.
It didn't ruin Diablo 3. People were crying for no reason.
Close to there. Like, I don't need... And you know, as the player base and everybody, myself included, learns more and more and more about the game, this will become even faster, obviously.
Yeah.
Because, town time, in terms of efficiency,
you see that?
If that's what you care about, if that's where you get your fun, and that's the case for me, is really... it's really important to keep to a minimum if you...
That was an elite.
Like, play efficiently. And for me, this is a big chunk of the fun of the game. Like, I really like... the game when I get to play like as effectively as possible.
Think about it like this. How do you abbreviate Whirlwind? WW. Well, there it is.
That's where I get most of my enjoyment. But yeah, in the end, obviously, like doing this in a group will
winners
still
win.
Be, better, of course, because you have certain advantages. But yeah, you can see me here, like, skimming through this dungeon.
It's not even a big deal.
The clear times are insane. Like, doing this in, like, 2-3 minutes each run is pretty good, at least when I compare it to...
Did you see that boss?
Minutes each run is...
That's 179 million damage. Because he stopped the Whirlwind, and then he just one-shot the level 95 elite.
Pretty good, at least when I compare it to what I did in the start from like level 70 to level 80 or something. Like here I'm like really strong, and I can even ignore most mechanics. You see this like lightning
not even
storm
like did you guys see that elite?
I can completely ignore it.
You guys see that? That was just, bro, that was just something special, wasn't it? You see that? That's just the way it is, boys. Oh, that was the butcher? Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, wow.
I can...
There he is. Holy shit, that's crazy. Wow.
Completely ignore it because my character is so strong. Finding a unique here, by the way.
I didn't even know that it was the butcher.
My character is so strong that I have enough toughness to just tank the mechanic, and I don't even need to dodge it anymore.
Yep.
Obviously, that also contributes.
He's dead.
Like on level.
Ooh, an elite.
Level 80, like I had to stand in this bubble like I'm doing here.
Legendary, whatever the fuck it is.
Go back for it, but now I can.
Yeah, like that's the most annoying thing in this build is having to run back and pick up items. Because you're getting so many of them, it just wastes all your time.
In most cases, just ignore it. And like there, I was looting, so I stayed in. Why not? But like if it happens while I'm in a run, I don't have to backtrack. I don't have to stay there and wait in the bubble for 5 seconds until the lightning comes in the sky. No, I can just keep going, slay monsters, and get the XP. You notice here we get pretty close. The XP required is, I think, 22 million. I hover it again. I have a list for you.
Look at all these rares. That's a lot of rares. And they also have the 30% absorb shield affix. So their health is increased by 30%.
In a second, I compiled a whole table.
They're dead. Yep.
XP. Okay, and there it is, level 100. Boom.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Now it says 0 XP and, oh, we can't get any more.
What's your plan B?
Crit damage node.
Quit the game and complain about it?
And there we have it, guys. I mean, like I said, this was only like 15-20% of the level, so but you get the idea of like the last level, like, you know, it's not like grinding from 98 to 99.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's quite a bit faster if you do know.
There we go. Watch another video. Nightmare Dungeon. Yeah. Let's look this up. Druid Nightmare Dungeon. Okay, maybe this one here.
Ladies, gentlemen, and Harajim of all ages, Diablo, you will get favors. It takes specific locations around you 1 hour
this
at a time.
Isn't it? So we don't even have a video of it. Yeah, nobody even cares. Oh, here's a druid build right here. Hey guys, it's gonna be different, okay? It's gonna be different. It's gonna be so much better. You don't no man, you don't understand. Whenever whenever we get the legendaries and he's lower level, it's totally different. No, guys, he's ramping like by the time he gets to the boss. Look, his HP is not moving. Yeah, neither was the other guys, because nothing did damage, because it was dead. Oh, he needs more spirit. Wow. Look at this fat, slow idiot. Oh, wow, that was an overpower attack. You know, I remember doing that much damage. It was on the level 25 beta. Remember that? Man, I hope this guy really comes up with a pylon pretty soon. Like, this is going to take a while. Oh, he leveled up. Now he'll do 17.5 damage. I love how he thought he was that guy who can just turn around and kill an elite in one hit, then walk away. You're not that guy. You did it 2 times, it's still not dead. No, guys, yeah, I'm sure, listen, I know there's druids coping in chat saying, oh, well, no, you don't understand. It's gonna be totally different because, like, look at the Quillbores, bro. He gives up. He can't even handle a fucking porcupine. He's a bear. He walks through the porcupines because he knows that they're better than him. Is it fair to compare him to 100 Barb, though? Yeah. Like, here. I think he's like AFK or something. Look at that damage. Now I want to just look at that, the 4,000, and I want to compare that to another video that we watched. This is a video of a Whirlwind Barbarian at level 25. This is a level 25 Whirlwind Barbarian. Level 25. You see that? This is a level 50 druid. Could it be the gear and build? Bro, I'm sure there's a totally fair reason why a level 25... I'm sure there's a totally reasonable explanation why a level 25 barbarian is massively outclassing a level 50 plus druid in both clear speed and damage. Yeah, I'm sure, guys, listen, this character's ramping and soon it's going to be even better. Oh, wow. Did you guys see that damage? Let's look at that damage again. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I thought I saw 2000s before. Oh, wow. Look at all these elites. Man, this must take a while to kill. Oh, wait. No, they're dead. Okay, let's go back to the druid. Bitch, you don't even play Diablo. The reason why I don't play Diablo, Ty, is because I beat it. I beat Diablo. I cleared Inferno Diablo after only one nerf. Actually, no. I cleared it before there were any nerfs. So I cleared it really, really fucking early. And you can look at my, you can look at my achievement, by the way. And you'll see it for yourself. Not hardcore? No, it was not hardcore. Fuck that. And number one, I was level Paragon 100 in Diablo, vanilla Diablo. I sold items on the Real Money Auction House for $100. I took my boys out to eat because I was so good at this fucking game. Okay, I hit that. I played Archon Wizard. I could carry an entire fucking group of 4 people. It was nothing. The expansion comes out. I'm one of the first people to 70. I had was the first Tal Rasha set 6-piece. The seasons come out. I'm making the top 10, top 20 on leaderboards anytime I play the game. And I just got bored of being so good at it because I knew what would happen every fucking season is I would just win. And yeah, I got tired of it. I quit playing the game. These are all my other guides for another game that I was one of the best players in the world for. And this is me theory crafting, making builds. This is the pre-patch. This is whenever I was first starting out, by the way. Look at this. Oh, this is my character right here. It's not a big deal. This is right on the pre-patch. My computer wasn't very good. That's how good my character was. It was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then I got bored of that, and so I started making more guides on how to farm stuff in Reaper of Souls. And you can see some of these videos right here. This had 100,000 views. This is 9 years ago. You were in elementary school back then, but I was already fucking getting famous playing this fucking game because I was one of the first people theory crafting, farming. Bro, I was a god at this fucking game. Oh, here we go. Legendary farming efficiency, level 70 Hellfire rings. Each of these videos, and this is guys, I didn't even have 10, 20K subs at this point. And everybody was linking my videos because of how good they were. That's what it is. It was a good fucking time. Look at that. There's a 4 set. Oh man, I went so fucking hard on this. It was amazing. I was putting out multiple videos a day. That's why I stopped playing Diablo. Oh, here's a video right here. Look at this.
What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold. Today we're gonna look at the new AFK farming spot.
So you can see right here, if you look at the clock, this is 6 in the morning, and you can see the reason why my face is a little bit bright is because the sun was coming up. Because I was busy winning all night, and it was into the morning at this point. So I figured I might as well put out a video and show everybody else how it's done. So yeah, I had fraps. Yeah, I use fraps a lot of times. And I had already discovered a way that you could farm in this game and just fucking simply AFK and do nothing.
The rat. But again, I'm going to say this again. It's very important.
Because you pick these guys up and you could just kill the rats. That was it. You didn't bot back in Diablo 3? No, I didn't need to. Yeah, I didn't need to. I sit right here, and you just AFK farm. It does nothing. Exactly, look exactly the same as you did? Yep, I'll look exactly the fucking same. That's because I never stopped winning. I was making guides for Diablo 3 10 years ago, 9 years ago. It's just so funny that people would try to check me on this. Oh, and these videos, by the way, went viral at the time. 120,000 views. I got bored of beating that game, so I went back to World of Warcraft, and I was one of the top parsing warriors in the entire world. Until I quit. Because I got bored. And I decided to be the top parsing streamer instead. So you can cry like a bitch and talk shit in chat, but I've got the logs, and I've got the receipts. I got bored of that too. I did. Yeah. That's actually a good point. Yep. As long as you're making video, literally no skill showed, but okay. Why do you think people would watch the videos? You think there's any skill in this fucking game? There's 6 buttons. Diablo's not about skill. You want skill, go to play Valorant. You're on the wrong game. What's the difference between a now and then Giga Chad gamer versus washed up gamer who just criticize? Do y'all remember back whenever Lost Ark came out and I told y'all it would take me 6 months to get the golden horse? And then I got it in 5. If I want something, I go get it. Whaling though, you don't even know what the golden horse is. 4 because 1 month was the Johnny Depp trial? That's actually true. People talking shit all the time. Is the druids coping, bro? Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, this is normal. Nah. This is... Bro, like, Druid is gonna be crazy. Oh, nah, guys. Nah. It's not gonna be like that. Nah. Druid... Bro, Druid is ramping. Like, it's gonna be so good. I'd say you got a lot of help. Bro, back then I was the help. The people that gave help watched my videos to learn how to do it. Still rolling Sork for Diablo 4? No, I'm going to play Barbarian. Look at this fat, slow piece of shit. Bro, Rob would have already cleared a tier 100. Yeah, we cleared a tier 100 at this time. Have they not buffed this shit 10x? Because druids are on copium on the fucking forums talking about how it's actually okay. I guess oro means gold in Portuguese. I think this is Portuguese, could be Spanish, I'm not sure. It's either Spanish or Portuguese, I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at that. Now finally we can get some real druid gameplay. Wow, guys. He's not even optimizing the conduit. You know why? Because he's demoralized. He doesn't even know what it's like to go fast. So whenever somebody gives him a conduit pylon, he just walks. Like, the idea that you can teleport around and clear a dungeon quickly is so alien to the mind of a druid that even whenever you're given an ability that will instantly teleport you with almost no cooldown, you don't even use it. Druid just came out of hibernation? Bro, if I had to play this, I'd go into hibernation. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that damage. 2,000? Oh, he's almost going to be able to do one big attack. Here we go. Here's the big attack. Okay, now we got to wait for the next big attack. Oh, he had to wait for the other phase. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. Let's go back over and watch this again.
But you get the idea of...
Oh,
like,
sorry, that was too fast.
15-20% of the level, so... but you get the idea.
That was a pretty slow kill, too. Man. Man. Spin to win is boring, though? Yeah, it's a lot fun. It's a lot more fun to control a big, stupid, slow bear. All I want to say is don't say I didn't warn you. I tried to save you. I tried to protect you. And all the druids said no. We don't want to be saved. We don't want this. We're man enough to handle 17 damage. I hear there's a legendary, or sorry, an ancient unique item that'll double your damage, so it'll be 34 instead.